I have a 4-year-old and 11-year-old. The 11-year-old attends Ellie White Middle School here in Allegan, and the 4-year-old attends daycare in the area, which has been difficult from the start. I came from an area where there was a lot of daycare options and opportunities, home daycares and center-based daycares, as well as the early childhood programs. Everybody just went to preschool. Everybody, just attended that. So when I came here, I felt that's just the way that it was going to be. That we would get her into a good quality daycare, and then when it came time for school, for my youngest, she would go to preschool, and then she'd go on to kindergarten. When it came time in March of 2019 to sign my youngest up for preschool, I had completed all the paperwork, sent everything in, and in my mind, that meant she was going to preschool. She was telling everybody about how she would get to go to school in the fall. It was just, we were ready for it. She was ready for it. She was excited for it. And towards the end of summer, I received a phone call stating that she was not going to make it into preschool because there was not the space for it. So it was pretty devastating hearing that. And then having to tell her, no, you're not going to school. That was hard. That was really hard to do that. And then I kind of started to panic, like, what am I going to do? She needs something. I feel that if there was an early childhood center here in Allegan, that she would be attending preschool right now, and she would be getting that socialization that I feel is so important. She's in a great daycare right now. We're very blessed with what we have, but that's what she knows, and it'd be nice for her to have that opportunity before getting into kindergarten to be able to know other people and be able to build some of those relationships with other people as well. So I feel that if there was an early childhood center in Allegan, that it would have just taken a tremendous amount of weight off of us.
By the time that you watch this video, you may have already heard that the administrative team at Allegan Public Schools will be making a recommendation to the Board of Education to reconfigure our elementary schools for the upcoming 2020-2021 school year. This recommendation has come after months of research analyzing years of data, along with many conversations with local stakeholders. I would like to summarize the main reasons behind the recommendation and invite you to 3 community forums where you can learn more and ask any questions that you may have. The recommendation will be to switch from 4 K-5 elementary schools to 3 K-5 elementary schools at Dawson, Pine Trails, and West Ward, and 1 early childhood center at North Ward. The ECC would house community preschool options, expanded curriculum-based childcare, young fives, and early childhood special education. This recommendation is being made for the following reasons. This would fulfill a preschool and daycare need in Allegan. During all of my 21 years in Allegan, access to preschool opportunities and high-quality childcare has been a source of concern and anxiety by many families. That continued this summer as I took over the superintendency and spoke with many families, some of them quite emotional, that did not feel as though existing options fit their needs. We would be able to raise student achievement over time by providing early interventions and supports for our youngest learners. All research on early childhood indicates that a strong pre-kindergarten experience will lead to a greater likelihood for a happy, healthy, and successful life. This begins with a greatly reduced achievement gap upon entering kindergarten and continues for their lifetime. An early childhood center would raise the appeal of Allegan Public Schools. Families have far more choice than ever before. Currently, more Allegan students leave us for other opportunities than out-of-district students join us. Our data indicates that most of these decisions are made before kindergarten, which means that there are Allegan families that have never given Allegan Public Schools a chance. Better meeting the early childhood education and childcare needs of our community could make all the difference. Not only would an early childhood center meet the needs of our current residents, it certainly would raise the appeal of our wonderful district for families searching for somewhere to call home. In addition, there would likely be families that work in Allegan but do not live in Allegan that would make us their school of choice, because the needs of their family would be met in the district in which they work. I'm excited about the possibility of creating something powerful for our community. I am also thankful that we could do so without closing a building. Enrollment in Allegan Public Schools has declined over the past 15+ years, and there are many reasons for that. State and national birth rates are down, families left during the economic crisis of 2008, and as stated earlier, families have more choice than ever before. This is not just an Allegan issue, but this is our current reality. We have a responsibility to consider this loss of students in planning for the best possible way to provide the most service to our students. I'm incredibly thankful that we can reconfigure without having to close a building while providing a benefit to our community. Spreading our K-5 student population over 4 buildings has also created some necessary but less than ideal staffing situations that this recommendation would help with. Under the new model, we have fewer singletons, fewer grade level split classes, and more balanced class sizes throughout the district. Additionally, our ancillary staff would not be spread so thin, which would help them more efficiently provide service to the students they work with. Ultimately, we have a responsibility to be good stewards of the taxpayer dollars that are entrusted to us to educate the youth of our community. In the fall of 2003, student enrollment at Allegan Public Schools was approximately 3,000 students. This fall, our student count was just under 2,400 students. That 600 student decline under Michigan's current funding system results in a revenue loss of just under $5 million for Allegan Public Schools annually. The fact that we could actually strengthen our early childhood programming, increase kindergarten readiness, and be more fiscally responsible at the same time, all while continuing to provide a high-quality education to our current elementary population, makes this a recommendation that I feel must be made. While I think that most families will understand the need to make this change, I am very aware that this recommendation may provoke strong emotions from some families in our community on this topic. All I can ask of you is that you be willing to listen and contact me to ask your questions and to express your concerns. If there's anything that I have learned in my 21 years of experience here in Allegan, is that our kids are extremely resilient and our families are strong. I can't imagine a challenge that could come our way that our community could not handle. It's one of the many things that I love about our small town. Please join me at any or all of the community forums coming soon to learn more and ask any questions that you might have. They will all be at the Allegan High School Conference Center on January 28th at 4 p.m., January 31st at 9 a.m., and February 3rd at 7 p.m. All elementary families will be receiving information in the mail. Those documents, along with this video, will be available on the Allegan Public Schools website at alleganps.org/reconfig. Please understand that Allegan is my home too, and I would never recommend something for our district that I did not think was in the best interests of our students and families. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you at the community forums coming soon.
I feel the Allegan community needs it because I know that my child is not the only one that did not get into the preschool classroom this year. I just feel like having that social interaction and learning all that stuff that they can learn right now versus having to have the kindergarten teachers teaching that and learning that, I just feel it would be so beneficial, and that it would help the kids, it would help the parents, it would help the teachers, and everyone would just be able to transition into kindergarten a lot more smoothly.